can't believe it's almost the end of 2024 already. Like, this year has flown by. I don't even know where this year has gone. And it's true what they say, you know, as you get older, each year is a smaller proportion of your life, which is why maybe the year just doesn't feel as significant as it did when you were younger. And for me, this whole year has kind of felt like a blur to me because I've been in such a good routine with training, with filming the videos, with working, that it kind of feels like I've only really got one memory of this whole year. And I think going into 2025 and also for the remaining time of this year, I really do want to collect more meaningful memories with people, maybe get out of my comfort zone a little bit, because my videos have been really just in this space, in this apartment, and connecting with people, networking, just doing more is what is really valuable in life. So yeah, it's almost time for Christmas, and arguably for me, Christmas is one of my favorite times of the year. The build up to Christmas is honestly amazing. Like, it feels so festive, especially in London. You know, it's cold, it's cozy, it's gloomy. You've got the nice Christmas lights going. Everyone's just at home watching, you know, Harry Potter or something like that. But actually, I won't be in the UK for the build up to Christmas. I'll actually be in Hong Kong. And it's gonna feel really weird being in another city. It's the first time I'm in another city for Christmas. I do get back just in time so I can spend it with my family. And also it's gonna be quite hot. Like, it's almost close to 30 degrees, which would be really interesting to see how it will be if I'm just in like shorts and t-shirts over Christmas. But I have no doubt that Hong Kong will be amazing. So yeah, this is probably going to be one of the last, if not the last, vlog that I make in London in this nice apartment. I will be staying with my grandma, so it's not going to look as aesthetic as this. So yeah, I think for the last video, we'll have to do something festive, obviously. So we're going to cook a nice Christmas dinner, and we're going to set up the Christmas tree later on. Alright guys, so it's been a while since I've done a recent pickups video, and that's just because I haven't really bought anything. But in November, I have purchased a couple of items. So the first item is this COS bag, and this is the first bag that I actually own, which is more of like a fashionable bag item. It is a messenger bag, and I think it is really nice to hold my belongings and everything, and you can pair it with outfits and it will look pretty good. It looks smarter than my usual North Face backpack. So yeah, it's got some nice pockets inside. I think it's got 3 in total actually. I didn't even realize that. And yeah, it's just overall a really nice looking bag. It's in black, so very neutral color that you can pair with all of your outfits really. And the second item that I picked up are these jeans from the brand Reserved, and these are a very baggy fit jean, and it is also a very thin jean material as well, which will be perfect for Hong Kong. And baggy jeans are really in fashion at the moment, which I'm really happy about, because before then I was always wearing like the skinny ripped jeans, and I'd always find it really hard to find jeans that fit my legs well. So back then my legs were probably quite a lot bigger than now, especially with all of the running and stuff like that. But I always struggled to find jeans because my legs would be quite big and my waist is a size 30 or even 29 at times. So I'd always have to size up, which meant that the waist would be too big and it would look like I'm wearing a bit of a nappy, or if I was to get the right size waist, it would just be too tight on my thighs. So yeah, really happy about this purchase. I think I picked these up for about £15, so really cheap. And Reserve does have a lot of items that are really good and really good value for money. And the third item that I picked up are these AirPods Max 2 that you've seen me unbox in my previous video. I've been using them for about a week now, and honestly, in terms of sound quality and noise cancellation, I don't think that they're significantly better than the AirPods Pros 2, the ones with the earbuds in them. I think they sound like a tiny bit better, but honestly, I don't really hear a huge difference. Like, you can probably hear like a few more instruments and like, you know, the small bits that you wouldn't normally hear, but for double the price, definitely not worth it. But for me, as I said before, these are more like a fashion accessory for those fit pictures, which I will do in Hong Kong. So please hold me accountable to that. I definitely need to post more on Instagram because, you know, my Instagram is dying, so yeah. And the final item that I picked up for this month is this PGY Tech handheld tripod or tabletop tripod, whatever you want to call it. And this is the Mantis Pod 2. And I really like this design because it has the handle and angles. So your camera can sit on here and it will be level at all times. And when you do want to take out the legs to prop it onto a tabletop, you won't have to fiddle around with moving the ball head to adjust it to the same level. I do have a tabletop tripod before, but because this doesn't have it at an angle, it does make it a bit difficult if you did want that extra reach of the tripod when you do adjust the ball head, then it makes it a bit more fiddly to, you know, play around with. But yeah, this is definitely not a necessity item, like I've already got the tripod before, but it just makes my workflow a bit easier when I don't have to like fiddle around the tripod too much, and it just makes it more enjoyable to record videos. And that's what I always preach, just make it as easy as possible for you to do something, and that way you're going to do more of it and it won't be so much of like a headache to like have to think about setting everything up and whatnot. But I'm saving the final feature for last, and this is probably the reason why I got this tripod, is because of this lever here. And this is why it's called the Mantis. So you can kind of prop it up onto doors. So say I'm out and about and maybe there is like a pane of glass or something and I want to shoot something at higher than like down below or on the ground level. I can always just pop it up and it'll be quite cool. I would say that this is very plasticky, so I would be very cautious where I will put this tripod. So yeah, I mean, this is, I guess it's like for emergency reasons if I don't have my tripod on me. So yeah, those are all of the pickups for this month. It's like Christmas has come early, right? But yeah, really happy with those, and we'll move on to Christmas dinner in a minute.